If you pay attention to the latest chess cheating controversy, I don't think they checked the right spots for him,
But tell me about that, too. What's the deal with... Tell me about this chess thing. You were talking about this yesterday.
Yes.
I've been hanging out with Andrew, and we've actually been talking.
I learned... I get to teach him so many things, like, hey, there's more to the news than war and disease and famine and...
there's anal chess cheating. Yeah, tell him about that.
Spike, have you talked about this one yet?
Of course. Come on.
Zip, do you know about anal chess cheating?
That was on his desk in the first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Zip, do you know about this one?
I'll have to be informed.
I did not. This never makes it on MSNBC, which is why you're misinformed.
Okay.
And
we use the breaking news sounder.
All right.
The good thing is the banner is brown, so it's a little easier to...
Yeah, exactly. You want to be brown or white? Brown, please.
So
brown.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Zip, I want to hear your reaction. Tell Zip what this is.
So, as a former high school chess club member, I have some... I have the virginity to prove it, but there's the Grandmaster #1 ranked chess player. His name is Magnus Carlsen, I think. Of course, Magnus is his name. That's very chess nerdy. That sounds like a kid who got beat up,
Deservedly, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they needed it.
So, some newcomer to the scene who has admitted cheating online. But this was a tournament that was taking place in front of an audience.
Okay.
And this new kid beat this guy who was the best who's ever done it.
And he shouldn't have been able to do that.
Maybe.
Okay.
A lot of people don't, They also interviewed him kind of after, and they were like, kind of go over what you're thinking. And he was like, well, I just thought this was a good move. It's a little shaky.
So it seems suspicious.
Yes.
Suspect.
But there's no evidence. They didn't catch him cheating. There was nobody necessarily signaling.
Talk about
to him.
how they used to cheat in chess, because that was fascinating.
So they
work the anus into it somehow.
Okay. Well, when you're entering the anus, you gotta go slowly.
Yeah.
You gotta.
No, please
always
don't.
time for lube.
You gotta.
I don't want to know how you know that.
But put it into historical context.
Sure. So they would have like maybe a guy wearing an earpiece, that you could maybe not find, or something that maybe like, is attached to you that sends an electronic signal.
In the old days when the computers couldn't detect listening and bugging devices.
Or they would have someone maybe in the crowd who was blinking at you, Morse code maybe, something like that,
That's how the Russians used to do it. Yeah.
Anyway, to send
this
signals.
was a strategic suppository? Is that where we're headed with this?
Yes.
Where we're headed, yes. Yeah. By the way, you're late to the party, but you know where the punch bowl is.
Anyway.
Fruit punch.
All right, so the accusation has been made. What is the accusation?
That perhaps this fellow they make toys for pleasure, and that you can remote control them. Perhaps if you're into that, to give a partner control over your sensation. So they think maybe someone was signaling him through a vibrating toy, perhaps. I don't know what the right word for it is.
But is this with zero evidence?
No, you're nailing it, dude. You got it.
All right. And by the way, the specific term for what they are saying was used? Anal beads.
Right.
Zip, could you explain what those are, please?
They're a love toy of sorts for discriminating
I love
adults.
that you did not dodge the question, by the way. That's very nice.
He played them in percussion in high school.
Yeah. So this was Hans.
So in other words, it was one if by pawn, two if by rook.
Yes.
Right? Is that essentially okay?
Yeah, perhaps, because the chess board is numerical and, so you could say C4 is 3 vibrations and then 4 vibrations maybe, because they can take up to 10 minutes in between each turn. So there's plenty of time to get off.
Plenty of time for a love toy action.
To get off, he said. Clever use of words, yeah.
Wow.
Anal Morse code, then.
Perhaps. But I'm curious how does the player how does he deal with that going on inside of him potentially?
With
while
great pleasure.
trying to focus on a chess game.
It's a
Are you
lot more
asking us to
moaning than
imagine
normal
that?
chess
Is that what-
matches.
yeah.
I mean, there would be clues. Hey, is that a rook in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh, okay.
Imagine you're not winning.
By the way, his name is Neiman. He did respond to the accusations. He said that this is a weird response. He said, I have only cheated on 2 occasions in online games when I was 12
Yep.
and 16 years old. However, a chess.com website I've never been to. I would have to make a
Yeah.
spelling error to go to that website.
Chess.
Yeah. They say he may have received assistance. Yes.
Just explaining the joke.
In more than 100 online games. So it's all inconclusive. And
Yeah. So the next day he showed up, they had all sorts of wands and gizmos and metal detector. They made him, they scanned him for electronic
Yeah.
devices.
Yeah.
TSA is getting a little
Sure,
grabby also, but yeah.
this
It was
happened
a
to
weird
me-
vibe in the room.
This happened to me at the Canadian border, and I think Ed too, Ed 1 or 2 times. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Wow, that's wild. American.
Ironically, the first time that guy's gotten laid in a while. So
What they fear is that the guy had someone using a computer to play the grandmaster,
Right.
and then conveying the computer's moves to this kid with the
Yeah,
butt
that's right.
plug.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about that because computers can play better than
Right.
just about any human. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
so again, like cheating, stealing signs in baseball, or telling an entire political party that the election was stolen. This is human nature.
Yeah.
We do this. We all, and those of us who think we're above it just aren't aware of the ways in which we're stealing extra ketchup packets from somewhere.
I noticed
Well,
you grabbed
I
2
don't-
forks
I don't
from
know.
Chipotle today.
What did I get from?
You got 2 forks,
Yes.
2 knives.
Well, the forks are free.
Yeah.
And I always need a fork in my car.
Sure.